Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
"51 yards on the punt there. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Go, go, go.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's third and 7.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on third and 7. Ryan will throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with third and 1. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Third down.
Check. 380. Check. 45. Switch up. Switch up. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey. 19.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
51, jump!
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch it. 95. 14, got it.
Throwing is Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 43. go, 14. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Nick Malloy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Booth 15.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check 24. Check 24.
36 power.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Now let's get there.
Here's Wilson. On the pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Vic Beasley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on fourth down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Back 25! Right 50, yo. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stocker, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Push him back.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On first down, it's Freeman, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Here's Bryant for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second and a yard, Wilson, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check three. Well left.
They run it with Carson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Here we go. All day, defense. All day.
They go read option with Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Carson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. He takes this for 3 to the 29. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ryan now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Let him go.
Freeman again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got one. Good job right there. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play action. It's Ryan. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now Wilson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On first down, it's Freeman. And an alley to run. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 49 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
3-15. It's a party now. It's a party now.
One last shot for Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone of the